Welcome back to Ici Arts, and today's guest is architect and artist Ouisam Melhem. His work is defined by 5 recurring elements: the human, the city, the crown, the bird, and the cloud, forming a distinct visual language. Ouisam was featured at the Peoria Riverfront Museum in the US, where one of his artworks was accepted into the museum's permanent collection. His work has also been exhibited internationally and is recognized for its powerful symbolism and contemporary vision. Ouisam, welcome to Ici Arts. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Pleasure to be here as well. Thank you.
Ouisam, you created this personal philosophical framework and you called it the algorithm of life. Tell us more about that.
Yes, this algorithm is like reflecting what's happening in science and math and this new computational aspect that we're having and facing around us. And I transformed it into being mathematical into more tangible, more alive. And then I brought to it those 5 elements: the crown, the bird, the cloud, the city, and the human. And the cloud representing dreams, the bird representing the freedom, the crown, it's our own power, and the city, it's the identity, and the human bringing all these elements together to get into the algorithm.
Mm-hmm. So do you see it as a structured system or formula, or is it more as a symbolic way to describe how life and art unfold?
Yeah, it's more symbolic. It's not structured. It's more of a dictating, if you want, with these elements, what's going to happen in each second in the future, dictating the now and the future. So they combine together, they create stories, our stories for the future. So.
Mm-hmm. And life unfolds the same way as art does in your work, correct?
It doesn't unfold exactly 100%, but it is reflected in an abstract way. It is, as I always say, we cannot reproduce life as it is in our paintings. It becomes like as if you're taking the camera and starting shooting the videos and stuff like that. But when painting, you blur the reality, actually, and it's a blurred unfold, yes.
So to sum it all up, in your work, you see life as a continuous cycle, correct?
Yes.
You experience the world, you see things and you feel emotions, and then you process it internally through memory, correct?
Yes, exactly, 100%.
Okay, and then you respond creatively through art. That response then changes the way you see the world again. So it's like a continuous loop, correct?
Yeah, it is a continuous loop. It is a feeling that you get from whenever you travel, you're sitting in a coffee shop, you're experiencing moments, and now we have the war that is like involved. So all these are images that we capture, and it's part of our continuous life. So and then these are processed inside of me, and then when it comes to exhibit what I have in my brain is like through the paintings and through the brush that I use.
Mm-hmm. And do you think this algorithm is ever complete?
That's a nice question. Yeah, no, it will not end this. It's not gonna be complete. It's always in process. It's another kind of computation, but it's more alive. So it's always reproducing, if you want.
It's evolving as well.
It's evolving,
correct?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So instead of this scientific formula, you're using these 5 elements. Do these 5 elements exist in a constant tension with one another? Or they're in harmony?
They sometimes are in harmony. Sometimes they're fighting each other. Mm-hmm. Sometimes some of them disappear. Sometimes there's only the bird. Sometimes it depends on the state of mind when I'm painting, and depends on the event that I'm trying to express or to show or to bring to life in my paintings. So sometimes you feel that the crown is totally not present, but it's present through a certain bold color or a strong element. So yeah, sometimes they fight, sometimes they disappear, sometimes they reappear.
Mm-hmm. And what emotions are you trying to convey through your artworks?
Again,
they're always positive, right?
Yes, definitely. So whenever I do something, I try to make it first. I'm sarcastic a bit in the way I'm presenting things, and I try to represent it in a positive way, even if it's a negative situation or in a bad situation or a war, like for instance now. I try to bring positivity to it, hope, using those the algorithm.
And do you see your art as an attempt to restore balance between these forces, both within yourself and society as well?
I'm not trying to bring any balance. I'm not trying to fix any problem. I'm just showing a certain message, and I'm letting the society to get engaged into the work. So I leave it to the audience, to the people who's looking at my art, to get engaged and feel free to. You know, sometimes you look at my painting, and if you're sad, you see it sad. If you're happy, you see it happy. So this is the language that I have between me and whoever like looking at the work.
And if you had to identify the element that most people neglect today, which one would it be?
The crown.
The crown, which represents?
The power. Since most of the people now, they are losing the power over themselves, and then letting what's happening around us, like nowadays the social media and what's happening, all the stories that we have, that we see, they're taking over our thoughts, our brain, the way we think. So it's not us who are thinking now, it's what's happening around us. So we lost the crown.
And what are the consequences of that imbalance?
Everything happening around us now, with the social media, with trying to be better than someone else, trying to be similar.
Comparison.
Exactly.
Okay. And Ouisam, with your background as an architect, how has that experience influenced the way you represent the city, which is always present in your works?
Yes. The city is like present in my work, not only because I'm an architect. Architecture helped me in being like looking at the city in a different way. But the city is there since I admire the city. I live in the city and I love the city. So it's present because of that. And architecture helped me, if you want, into transforming it into maybe lines and transforming it into a tangible thing that you can look at and enjoy the balance between the buildings, the balance between the streets and the buildings, the proportions, reading the proportions, manifesting, if you want, those proportions into a certain canvas. That's architecture, what architecture helped me actually.
And do you see the cities in your work as real places, or it's something you imagine?
Yeah,
an alternate reality, perhaps, something you dream of?
Yes, this is it. Actually, it's something I dream of. Something. It starts from the city itself. It starts from the layers that I see. I try to imagine in the paintings not only the buildings in the city, but there is the the voices that you can hear, the cars, the neighborhood, this sounds that you hear always, the traffic and everything that combine together to create this layer that I use in my paintings to represent the city.
And when we say city, are we talking about Beirut?
We're talking about an identity. We're talking about a belonging. If you're from India, you belong to that city. If you're in Beirut, you belong to. So it's a belonging rather than just buildings. Mm-hmm. It's a feel that you've.
Mm-hmm. And Ouisam, you recently signed with the Mark Hashem Gallery. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Are there any projects you're currently working on, an upcoming exhibition perhaps?
Yeah, because of the situation now, we're still not sure about when and how, but definitely there's gonna be a certain project together. There's gonna be probably a solo exhibition. Hopefully at the end of this year or maybe at the beginning of next year. We didn't yet discuss it. We're still like looking for the exact timing and date. Hopefully soon.
Can you give us a hint about this upcoming exhibition, the theme?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to. The theme is about aliens now. And then it started first when I was working on a project. It was like ghost-like, a project, and we were ghosts. And now with what we're having in terms of artificial intelligence and all these things around it, and I said, okay, let's see how we can tackle this subject through an alien point of view. And then I decided to work on a project, and I'm titling it "We Are Aliens." So let's see if we can meet our neighbors, the aliens.
You believe
soon.
in aliens?
Yes, I believe actually that there is some power around us, and this power could be aliens. They are our neighbors. We didn't maybe meet them yet, or someone else met them. I don't know. We're not sure yet. So there is something happening around, and this something, this uncertainty thing, I call it aliens now.
Maybe we're the aliens. Who knows?
We are. I said we are aliens to someone else.
True. Thank you so much, Ouisam. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me, and thank you.